Alright guys, how's it going? The winter is here, so I am stuffy as anything. I feel like ass. So the only thing for it is plenty of comic books. That's the only medicine I know. And whiskey, obviously, but that goes without saying. So I've been going through the new Batman run today. I got number 11 in the post yesterday. So yeah, just the new I Am Suicide, starting in issue 9, issue 10, and issue 11. So there's a storyline involving Catwoman in this that I don't want to say what's going on, but I didn't know about this. So if anyone could tell me where the storyline that they're writing from is written, like if it's in a Catwoman book title, whatever. I'm not explaining this very well, but I think you understand what I mean. Just let me know. Anyway, there's some great little references in this. There's a Killing Joke reference. There's a Bat 66 TV series reference, which I was really liking. And what else? Oh, obviously it's all Bane's in this, so it's all about Nightfall. So yeah. Anyway, awesome. Next, I'm going to be going on to. Next, I'm going to be reading the first 3 books in the Trinity, because I just got issue 3. That came with Batman 11, so that's cool. I had to ask Davis what was going on with Superman, and he kind of let me know what his deal was, because it's not Superman, but it is, but it isn't, but it is, but it's not. So Davis, cheers for filling me in on that one, bud. Reading through that Batman and kind of, yeah, just going through, like, picking up on all the references and everything, just made me want to read this again, which is kind of the biggest reference whore of all time, and it is The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen by Alan Moore. This is just filled with references to literature, pop culture from 1900s up till now. Slightly before, I think, maybe. But anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to be having a stab at this today. I'm definitely going to get to the dossier. But we'll see how far we get after that. I actually think it gets... I think Century is okay. And then you get the... Sorry, I'll just show you these. And then you get on to the Nemo stuff, which I'm not really that into. This is the hardback. I found this in a charity shop for £1, so I was really happy with that. I've got the single issues of this, but it's nice having the hardback because you don't have to read through the single issues. And the 2 trades as well, they collect all the back material together in one story, which is nice as well. The Black Dossier, which is just the greatest, maybe one of the greatest comics of all time. It angered me how good it was. When I finished it, I was like, what an asshole. I wish I could have done something like that. But that's fantastic, Black Dossier. And then into the Century, little 3-parter. Century 1910. Century 1969, which has a Voldemort appearance. And then Century 2009, where Harry Potter shoots lightning out of his dick. So that can only be good. And then, yeah, the Nemo books. Rivers of Ghosts. This is backwards. It's this one first. Heart of Ice. Roses of Berlin. And River of Ghosts. I'm pretty sure I've showed all of these before. But anyway, that's kind of my make yourself feel better day to day, and I actually had a bit of a toss up between that and the Akira books. I'm going to be going through these again soon. If you haven't read this, I highly recommend picking this up. I don't know how expensive it is. This was the best way I found to buy it in these big, thick phone book editions. There's 6 of these. I think I got them for just under £20 each, but I'm sure you can get them pre-owned for less than that. But I highly recommend picking this up. Just go for it. Hey, okay, so I'm just adding a quick little bit on here. I've been watching a load of Mr. Rigor Mortis's videos recently, and he's been showing just entire runs of, I think it's Valiant books mainly. Kind of one of the comic book kind of genres, if you could call it that I kind of tend to aim towards is when creators create their own kind of superhero team, and I know that's basically what happened over in Valiant, but I'm kind of talking about more on a smaller scale, like Kurt Busiek's Astro City, for example. I'm a big fan of that. I've got quite a bit of it, and yeah, it's just trying to spot the gaps, if you see what I mean. But another one that I really liked was Jupiter's Circle and Jupiter's Legacy, for the same reasons. Mark Millar's created his own kind of superhero world. Lastly, though, and the one that I'm going to show you is Michael Avon Oeming's Victories, and he did a small series of 5 issues, and then he did a longer 15-issue story arc, and that's what I'd like to show you now. So, yeah, just tacking that in here, and we're going to have a look. Okay, guys, so here we go. We're going to look through these Victories books. Only one of them has a bag and board, so hopefully it's gonna these are gonna stay. If not, I'll show you them and we'll just plop them down. Yeah, so as we're blatantly stealing what Mr. Rigor Mortis is up to just now, I thought I'd put a couple of albums in the back for him. So Love Forever Changes and Disraeli Gears by Cream. So without further ado, let's get stuck into these. This is issue number 1. Michael Avon Oeming obviously did the art in Powers. He's done other things too, but he does a lot of stuff for Bendis, and that was where I kind of found him. And then I heard about this series and I thought, yeah, this sounds brilliant. So this is the character Faust, and he's kind of like the Batman almost. He's not the goodie, but he's not the baddie either. You see what I mean? He does what's right, but he will kill people, as you can see there. Just arms everywhere. This is actually quite a nasty story. I wouldn't recommend. This is a mature story, definitely. Issue 4 and issue 5. So that's the first series. I would highly recommend that if you can find it. You'll know it's first series because the numbering is of 5 every time. So yeah, that's series 1. And then it started with an ongoing. So issue 1. And this is like the whole superhero team they've got here. Issue 2, Didi Mao. Issue 3. The back pages of these are also really good. I think they've got a letters page, but he's got his own, like, it's Conspiratoids, I think it's called, where he talks about conspiracy theories and stuff like that. I'm just trying to find out what it's called here. It is this Conspiratoid. Issue number 4. And the villain, like Faust's Joker, is this guy here. I can't remember what his name is even. God, that's annoying. But he's like a wolf dude with the tongue always sticking out. Issue number 5. Issue 6. Issue 7. So this is Didi Mao. She's got like a really high metabolism. If she's not running, she's putting on weight, and as she runs, she burns it all off. So it's a really cool story. I'd do a bit more research on it, but I'd highly recommend picking these up if you can. Issue 8. Issue 9. 10. 11, 12. I want to say his name's Wolverine, but it's obviously it's the Jackal. The baddie's called the Jackal. There you go. 13, 14. Faust is having a rubbish time of it. I can't remember what this character in the background's called. He's like the Superman character. He's like the all-powerful, the Dr. Manhattan. And issue 15 to finish it up. And really, guys, just even if you can pick up the first one, if you can find a trade, whatever, just really, really look into this. It's a fantastic series. And yeah, that's that for this bit. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything we've got for today. So, cheers. I hope I feel better soon, so I can do more of exactly what I'm doing anyway. It doesn't really make a difference whether I feel good or not. Anyway, take care, guys, and happy Thanksgiving. I think that's a thing that's happening for you guys soon. It doesn't happen in the UK. We are never thankful for anything. So take it easy, guys, and we'll see you for the next one. What did you think of that thumping techno music that we had going on there? It's like free music that you're allowed. I thought it was funny, but whatever, maybe it's not.